Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild for the first time ever hunting ducks on Africa. This is going to be interesting. They have added the Eurasian widgeon to Virunga Savanna. Nobody really expected this, but it actually is a somewhat realistic thing for them to do, as Eurasian widgeon are a species that migrates to Africa, so this is actually realistic. A lot of people thought that it wasn't, including myself, but it turns out it actually is. Now, is it the first thing I would have added to Virunga? Probably not, but it is going to be an interesting addition to it, and I figured it was time that we check them out. We have got a bunch of them that just landed right here on the shore. Before I could even get a chance to take a look at everything, we've already got a flock of them that have landed right here. I think we will probably hold off a little bit longer just to see, actually. They're gonna fly off, so let's start getting them. Smoke as many of them as we can. Beautiful. Absolutely slaughtered those widgeon. And another one for good measure. I got a feeling this is going to be a very fun day of hunting. And for those interested in the locations, it is the Patu Makumu. I don't know how to pronounce that, but you guys can see it on screen. It's pretty much in the middle of the map, a little bit to the right. And we've got some more flying in already. That one is a nice little level 2 male. And we got another level 2 male over there. We got a decent bit of them coming in. And another flock over here with some more males as well. That's a lot of males, actually. Unfortunately, most of them did spook off because the females ended up landing way too close to me. But we did get a couple of the level 2 males to kind of chill right here. I think we're going to go ahead and target these guys, as they will be the best and easiest to get as well. And just like that, we got 3 of them and 4. So even though we spooked off a bunch of them, we still managed to get a decent bit down. I think it's about time we go claim some of them. And we will start with this guy right here, the 717 little male. That one is a 789 male. That one actually did end up making gold, so that is our best one of the day. Probably not going to show the claiming of all of them, as there is quite a few to gather up, but if we have anything notable in the bunch, then obviously you guys will end up seeing it. This guy, though, is definitely not a notable one. And another case of the female getting way too close and spooking off the rest of the widgeon. We'll see if we can just land a super long-range shot, though. Quite unlikely, and yeah, we didn't quite get it, but we managed to knock at least one of them out of the sky. And to switch things up a little bit, we have gone in the pre-built stand that is along the side of this lake, just to make things a little bit more interesting. I also decided to slap on the Red Raptor reflex sight for this particular little flock as well. That way we also get a little bit more variety there. The Eurasian widgeon are a pretty beautiful species, so I've always enjoyed getting close to them before I take them down. Looks like all of these are going to swim to shore also, so we're going to have a chance at getting a bunch of them right here. I know quite a few people shoot them out of the air. There's also a decent bit of people that wait for them to land. I kind of do a mix of both, but today I feel like looking at all of these widgeons before we take them down, because I am very much in search of a rare Eurasian widgeon, and we've never been able to find one, so if I can possibly prevent myself from missing one by spotting all of them before I shoot, then that is something I'm going to attempt to do. And, well, without any rares in this group, I think it is time that we take them down. So let's just do that real quickly right there and get both those males. And then try to get the others as they fly away. And it looks like... oh, we hit it, but it didn't register. I saw the little puff of dust, but unfortunately, no blood. Let's see what these males are, though. A 761 silver. This one right here is going to be a 738 with the brown plumage type. But unfortunately, like I said, no rares in that group, and that is really what I want to get out of this. As on Revontuli, it can be kind of difficult to pick out specific species, as there is so many different waterfowl species that I imagine there's probably not as many of each individual one, just because there is so many different kinds. It almost feels like anytime I'm hunting on Revontuli, if I'm hunting for a specific species, there's not a ton of them that come in. And maybe that's just me, but it seems like I'm getting way more widgeons here on Virunga already. I've had at least 7 or 8 flocks fly in, and we're only 11 minutes into the video. And right as I say that, we've got even more of them coming in. I really think this is going to be the best map for the Eurasian Widgeon. It definitely is looking that way. If you are still watching at this point during the video, ooh, that was unfortunate. That was really unfortunate. Well, these stands are not the way to go. These stands are not the way to go for hunting the widgeon. I do not recommend these stands at all. Now we probably have lost these widgeon just because the stand blocked every single shot. That is unfortunate. I didn't know that this little lip right here would block the shot even if our scope was not aimed on it. I get that obviously the barrel is lower than the scope, but typically Call of the Wild doesn't take that type of thing into account, so did not expect that to happen. That's unfortunate. Don't use these. You use a ground blind. But as I was saying before I got rudely interrupted by that blind over there, if you guys are still watching the video at this point, comment below how many times that I switch my sight on this shotgun throughout the video's duration, just to see if you guys are paying attention, and the one that gets it right first will get their comment pinned. I am still blown away at just how many widgeons there is here on Vurhonga Savannah. We are now 14 minutes into recording this video, and this is like flock number 10. That is pretty wild. That is a lot of flocks in a very short amount of time, and I haven't even had to do any time resets. That is just amazing. This has been such a good duck hunting experience. Probably one of the better ones I've had in Call of the Wild. This is actually really amazing. Now, let's wait for a couple more of these to land and then figure out which one is going to be our target. I honestly think this is probably the best way to go. These two are looking pretty nice. And then let's just try to get the others if we can, and just like that, 2 more down. Is there anything else that we can smoke? I don't think so. Well, maybe this? Yeah, I kind of figured that wasn't going to happen either. Here is the level 2, if I'm not mistaken, 768. Once again, not a gold. We really have not had good luck getting the golds today. Lots of silver males and a few females here and there with only like 3 golds. Been kind of rough when it comes to the size of these birds. But have no fear, the size may not be there, but the numbers definitely are. Once again, another flock, literally 10 seconds after I finished the last scene. This has been insane. There's just so many teal. Or not teal, so many widgeon. So many Eurasian widgeon. Another group already. This is crazy. What are they doing over there? Interesting place to land. But I mean, we'll just have to deal with it, I guess. We'll still be able to get a few of them. Not that guy, though. Well, we got a couple. Not as successful as some of the other flocks. Oh my gosh, I can't even get back to the blind, and there's already a bunch more coming in. Let's just hope there's nothing too crazy, or else we're probably not going to have a good time getting it since I'm not in the blind. Well, after only about 25 minutes of hunting widgeons here on Vurhonga, I think it's safe to say that this is indeed the best widgeon map. They are insanely good here, and a ton of fun. Unfortunately, we didn't get as many there as I would have liked to, but we did get 2 of them. And you know what? I think this is about where we're going to end things. I hope everybody enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to comment down below about it and let me know that you did indeed enjoy this video. We've been having quite a bit of fun recently here on the channel with the beginner series and the grinds that we've done on our live streams, jumping back to Way of the Hunter, and now with a little bit of a Eurasian widgeon hunt here on Vurhonga. It's been a blast. I hope you guys have been enjoying it, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!